in now. Let your edge out to some iceberg. You'll be heavy in my mind. Can you get the heck out? I need rest now. Got me bummed out. You baby, baby, baby. I've been on my empty mind, shit. I should've came from losing best of me. I worry that I wasted the best of me on you, baby. You don't care. I'm trying to be a nuisance. This is urgent. Trying to make some simple change to me. A war in my mind. Gotta let go away. He was holding me to the right, but it will break up in front of me. On the wall, I believe it. Good days, always sunshine. Good living in my mind. Got me bummed out. You, baby, baby, baby. I've been on my empty mind, shit. I should've came from losing the best of me.
Hi guys, what's good? So my hair appointment is finally over. I'm in the car now. I love it. She always exceeds my expectations. My client is almost here. It's a new one. She hasn't got her lashes done by me before, so I'm really excited to see her. I got my consent form. It's there for her to fill out, and then of course she gets her complimentary drink. I have my setup all there, just my little ring light. I have a lot of lighting, like perfect lighting in here. I don't really need an extravagant huge ring light, so that works perfect for me. This is my napping bed where I nap at. I just want to show you my little outfit I got going on. Just waiting for my client. She's on our way, running a little bit late, which is no problem at all. I'm very understanding.
So my client here has really unique eyes. One eye is more hooded than the other, and her main concern was kind of hiding it, not so much enhancing the hooded part. We did go with a subtle hybrid cat eye, not too long on the lengths, keeping it short and a bit natural looking because it was her first time getting her lashes done, but she was going on vacation, so we kept it natural yet sexy, and she was so pleased with the outcome. She was really glad she came to me, especially with it being her first time getting her lashes done. And here she is, looking bomb as ever.
I just wanted to show you like a quick lash room tour. This is how it looks with the lights off. There's like also a butterfly light over here in the sitting area, and then this is my kitchen, my lighting area, the light switches, and then there's an extra light on the fan because the room does come with a fan. So this is how it looks with the light on. The walk-in area, so it just has a bunch of like my business cards, some lash care cards, of course hand sanitizer, and my complimentary goodies, my ice cream. This is like a goodie discount type of basket. I do sell like fans or huge claw clips. The stickers are just free. This is my pricing. Sorry, I'm putting like the hand sanitizer on my other hand, but anyways, this is my like client sign-in area, but I usually just sign it in for them. When you walk over here, it's just this pretty display of like a few of my purses that my hubby got me. The Chanel little makeup case I have there. I just thought it would go well with the Vonda check because they're like red and then beige too. This sign also my other half got me from Ross, so you can definitely check out Ross for hella like cute wall decor signs. This one I just like made it sit on the display. This one is also from Ross. The tag is still there. I don't know why I haven't cut it out, but then we go down to my YSL. This was actually in my purse collection 2022, and girl, your girl has like more, so I need to do like an updated 2023 one. This one we have my LV, also the hubby got me, but it's too pretty to use, so I just display it. And then also too, again, Austin got me, so that's just my tote bag that I got from Amazon. I fell in love because I saw it on YouTube, like 2 YouTubers already I saw had it, and I was like, I need to freaking snatch that tote. So I just like how it's like a tie-dye pink, and then too, like, I didn't really care for the name brand, like for it to have Marc Jacobs. I was more into the print, like a tie-dye pink, because I know the real like totes, they don't have this print. Things over here that I do sell, so these are all from Temu. You can find them from Temu. Lip oil right here, love the packaging, it's so cute. Right here we do have some body glitters. This was like really trending on like TikTok. I'm not sure if y'all remember that. Some cute press-on nails. They are for the baddies, for real. Like, look at those designs, girl, so stinking cute. Then I do sell some keychains up here. They're just like in a perfume shape, like Chanel kind of inspired. Then I just display my shampoo bottles, my brushes, and those are in a case, so I love that. And I just have like a 3-piece anklet set. This is actually like a Cartier dupe right here. I do have one and I love it. So yeah, guys. Now we're going to our lash bed. I got this lash recliner sofa thing from Dill Depot. If you're from Guam, I got it from Dill Depot. The chair I had ever since, and this is just my consent form. I have my apron right here with the little pockets, also from Temu. Girl, most of my things are from Temu, not even kidding. And then over here I have my ring light. I just keep my air purifier. This is a necessity. I love my air purifier. It really helps with my like allergies from the glue. Then my hygrometer, my little mirror. I like to use this one, then I give the clients the big one sometimes. I'll show you in a bit. Then my bonder, primer, extra micro swabs. I don't open them till I'm gonna use them. My tweezers are in there. My glue shaker, squirt bottle thing, extra micro swabs. These are what I use. Anti-allergy gel, lash shampoo. I love the GA Lash brand. And then my tray, some lint-free wipes. Down here we do have our lash trays, and then my glue holder. I got a new glue, so this is like, don't use the one in here anymore because I have a new one. It just came in the mail. These are the dental bibs for them to lay their head on to keep it a little bit more sanitary. This is actually the mirror that I let my clients use because it's bigger, and then it has like a light. Just keep my consent form and my charger so that it's easy to access. And then these are like some things I use to make like lash care kits and stuff. And my decals are here. See, clients have yet to use them, so that's why they're still in the packet like that. But these are all my decals. I do have like some stars, some hearts, some sparkle shapes. And then this is like stuff that I actually sell. My lip oils, just like my things that I keep. My body glitters, some stickers. These are free. All my nails are here. Then nail glue. This comes free when you purchase nails. I do have like a bunch of scrunchies. These are free as well. I'm telling you, I'm a gift giver. Like, I love to give my clients stuff, so these are free when you purchase like gift certificates. And then these are just like some paper towels. These are more so office supplies in here, like my scissors, paper cutter, and everything. Just easy access. My masks are in there. I'm not gonna open that up. But over here we do have a bed. I have a baton for my safety. Shout out to my boo for giving that to me for my safety. But this is my bed. It did come with the studio, and I didn't want to ask the landlord to take it out because I actually do nap on this. So freaking comfortable. I nap on it like before work. And I have my LV sign there that I have yet to put up. I need to find a home for that though. And then see, I used to use this, but there's no space for this, so I put it on the side. My closet is just a mirrored closet, but I have this cute tapestry from Shein. Then over here, it is the bathroom. I just have this fuzzy white carpet that Austin's mom got me a long time ago, so I still have it. And over here is the bathroom. This is the bathroom, guys, and then this is my shower curtain from Temu. It just says hello gorgeous, so freaking cute. I like to display like my purple shampoo, so the top is purple if you can tell. The middle is more like orange tones, like orangey, beige, like island vibe. Then the bottom is pink. I do offer like feminine products courtesy of LLBE. My tissue is Hello Kitty. I love it. So my tissue is Hello Kitty. And then these are all free, you know, if the girlies are like on their cycle or whatever, like they can definitely grab one. So my trash can is marble print from Ross. And then the mat is also from Temu. And then if you look over here, I do have a nice sticker for me to remind me that my vibe is pretty. I just thought it was cute to put it there. First aid things, just in case, you never know. I do have like peroxide, neosporin and stuff like that, but I think I actually borrowed it and I put it to Austin's house, but that's just my stuff. For emergencies. So this is actually my kitchen. I did some rearranging from like when I first moved in. So when you walk in, it's just a table, and then I have my little birds there. The butterfly light, I love that. And then just a few of my dishes, my barbicide things. This stove, the owners were kind enough to like leave a stove, and they really made it feel like a lodge type of style. This is my cut from Temu. I'm freaking hungry, guys. Why is it every time I film, I'm always so hungry? But anyways, this is the sink. This is her. And then just some like little cleaning stuff. Display things. Mom got me this one. I bought that one. Then my other house cousin got me that one. So those hand towels are just from Temu. I don't really use them, but they're cute, so I just hang it there. Here we have the microwave and my mini fridge, and then my little snack cart here. I always tell the clients, just get it, just get whatever you want. I'm telling you, this is for you guys. I don't really eat these snacks, and so they just grab. Sometimes they're so shy, but like I just give them it. But this is my kitchen, and then all my certificates are up there. I need to edit this video already because it's been long awaited, girl. I think I started filming ever since like the typhoon, so I'm just gonna finish filming before I leave because I'm headed to go see my mama. Anyways, right now I just finished disinfecting my tweezers and then making the complimentary goodies, which is like little popsicles. Just looks like this, or ice cream if you will, whatever you want to call it. But like every season I kind of like make my clients like complimentary goodies and I give them before they leave. So it's the summertime, so right now I'm making popsicles. So they're just like hand sanitizer. I'll show y'all. Hand sanitizer, stickers, a spoolie, and then a thank you card. My theme is kind of like marble, like I have like marble floors. That's kind of the theme I always liked, was like marble and like pink silk. If you want to make your client something but you're not sure what to do, literally I bought the popsicles, like the layout at like a goodie store at Honey House if you're from Guam, and then I bought the cards from like Temu, the thank you cards, and I just like put little things together. So it doesn't have to be anything expensive, you know. Clients, they really like, it really means a lot to them when the artist or like service provider like gives them something before they leave. It's just a cute gesture that I like to do. Anyway, so I'm gonna close this off by kind of like sharing with you guys my testimony about like lashing and kind of like my journey. So when I first started lashing, I didn't really have much. I didn't really have like anything. I was so thankful that my instructor actually gave me supplies to start off with. I was so thankful for that. So I had like the lash trays, you know, glue remover and stuff like that. I was so thankful because I know like a few people that had a course and they they didn't really receive much from their instructor, or sometimes instructors, they tell their students like, oh, you can buy, you can like buy these products or whatever. But my instructor was so kind enough to like actually include it into our course. Like she gave us it to start off, so hella thankful for that. But when I say I had little to nothing, I mean like there was no aircon in my room that I used to lash in, because I used to lash at my mom's place because I had a room there, but I never really used it because I was always living with my other half. So that's always a good place to start off. Like if you have a room at home, like no shame to people that start off in their room. Most artists do, so there's no shame in that. Like, do what you can, do what you can afford, and the right clients will really appreciate it. So I started off lashing in my room at my mom's place, and I had no aircon. I didn't even have a bed. Like I had no money basically to like buy a lash bed, or like those massage tables that like you can fold. I could not buy it. Like basically I saved my last paycheck from like my previous job, and I saved it for my course. So I was like really holding on to that money for a couple of months because my course was coming up. And then in the meantime, I wasn't really doing much. I worked at like this like bubbly place for like 4 days. I quit, and then like I sought my other half's like advice, and I was like, should I quit or should I like keep on working here in the meantime? Like I really don't like it. So him being the wonderful guy that he is, of course he told me to just quit and just focus on my lashing, just wait it out until my course comes, because it wasn't for like a few more months. So I was just unemployed. I was kind of just doing a little bit of research so I can kind of be prepared for my course. Like I can kind of like understand like what she's saying because of prior research that I had done. So that was also good. You don't have to do that, your instructor should provide the right information. But also too, like after your course, the education doesn't stop there, girl. Like keep on doing your research, keep on learning new things, like try and stay up to date with like the trends and stuff. Because like let's say what you see from another artist on Instagram, like you might not have learned it in your course, and that's okay. You want to keep on educating yourself as much as possible. So that's kind of what I did. But yeah, like I started off with little to nothing. Like I would feel so bad because my clients, like sometimes like they would be sweating, and I would feel so bad. Like I would feel so bad for them because like it was hot, and like them, like they're laying down in the same position, and they're really bearing with me. Because before, girl, I used to take so long. Like there are still times where like if I put a break on lashing, then I get back into it, I'll be rusty. But like before, girl, I would take so long. I remember the first person I did besides my life model was my sister, and like I think it was 6 or 7 hours on just one eye, girl. Like the sun was already gone and we both had to go, so I had to remove it, and then I did it like the next day or something. But like literally, like don't compare yourself to other people. Like everybody learns at a different rate, like everybody's growth looks different. And so before, girl, my clients were really bearing with me because I remember I did a classic set. It took like 7 hours. Literally, like I used to take like 7 hours at the most on a set. So I was like, oh my god, like I'm so freaking slow. But my clients were the best. Like they were so understanding that I was new in the industry, and they were so like appreciative that I was just like taking my time and doing my job right. Because I always tell clients, like I really don't like to shortcut. I will not shortcut. I won't let you walk out this room if you don't like your lashes. So I rather just do everything the right way than you to leave and then you decide you don't like it, and like, or like you leave and like I know I didn't do the right steps. I don't do that shit. Like I really will not do that. That's why it takes so long. And I explained to them, like, if you just bear with me and you give me like a few hours in your day, like I'm telling you, like you will love your lashes. So that's the thing, it's kind of like being on the same page as your client. You want to let them know, hey, you think you can make your important phone calls or text messages before you come in, so that like we're not like kind of like you're not really like distracted. Most of the time I just let my clients like answer their phone or whatever. It's usually just a short phone call, but then like as you continue to lash, you realize how much every second counts. So like don't be afraid to tell your clients, or even like and like have it in your policies, like, oh, please make any important phone calls or contact people if you need to, like before you come in the door, just so that there's no like distractions or whatever. It's totally fine, like you can go ahead and put that in your policies. That's kind of like the reminders I did, because before my clients arrive, even though if I have those policies, I like to just shoot them a short text like, oh, here's a few friendly reminders, like da 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 da, remove your contact lenses if you wear any, make important phone calls. If you're new, please arrive like 5 minutes early so we can do your consultation. You can fill out the consent form and all of that stuff. That's kind of like my biggest advice to like new artists. Even though if you're just lashing from home, you want to remain as professional as possible. So really do your research and make consent forms, because that's what's gonna save you in case of anything, and that's what's gonna make you and your client kind of be on the same ground, because you have your policies in your consent form and they have to put their signature. If you know you're giving them the right information and you're really walking them step by step and they still won't sign your consent form, like there's no need to like even bother, girl. Like thankfully I haven't had to deal with that. I'm really good at like communicating and like being on the same ground as my clients, so thankfully I didn't have to go through that. But that's why consent forms are so important for new clients. And then when they come back, they don't have to sign anything because you already have their information on file, you already have it in record. So that's kind of like my biggest advice, is just kind of remain as professional as possible. Don't use like slang, like I don't know, like, okay, to each his own. Like if you use slang, then that's totally up to you. But me, I don't know why, but me, I just feel like typing things out like in full sentence, like instead of saying like I like to say like I am. I don't know why it matters, but I just feel like it's a little bit more professional sounding until like you're more comfortable with that person or with that client. Then you can start like using slang or like shortcutting, but that's only if you're like comfortable, because you want to give a good first impression, like, okay, this girl's serious about what she's doing, like this girl really like, is she serious, she knows what she's doing. So that's how you want to be. First impressions are really big. Like don't ever forget that first impressions are huge. That's why like when your client first walks through that door, I mean, cleanliness is number one, cleanliness and client safety, for the safety of the technician and the client. Those are number one, right? But ultimately, first impressions, when your client first walks through your door, you want to have everything spick and span. You want your lash area to be like clean. You want it to be clean. Get that barbicide disinfection certificate. I have to renew mine soon, but that will really save your butt. Like my advice, right, don't lash people until you are barbicide certified. It's free, guys. Girl, what the hell? It's free, and like if you just like focus on it, girl, you can finish it in like in 30 minutes, like literally like 30 minutes. But me, I kind of held it off because I wasn't sure how long it's gonna take. I was like, oh my god, another course. But no, girl, like that barbicide certificate is gonna save your ass. Like maybe if you're just practicing on like a mannequin, it's okay, as long as you're being clean, like you're soaping or everything, whatever. But before you do an actual person, please try and get your barbicide certificate, because you want to make sure your tools are disinfected with no worry. Like, you don't want to be passing around infection to people. You don't want to be giving styes. You don't want to be creating a mess. Like, please disinfect your tools. I literally didn't take clients until I had that, until my barbicide came in the mail. It's a little bit pricey, but you have to spend money to make money. Like, remember that you have to spend some money to make money. First year is gonna kind of be like your hardest year. There's gonna be a lot of trial and error, but literally don't give up. Like, just keep pushing yourself. Don't give up. Like, I know that sounds so cliche, but literally, like, don't throw in the towel, because you're gonna, you're building your own legacy. And so that's what I always kept in mind, is nobody's gonna do it for you, girl. Like, nobody's gonna put the tweezers in your hand and tell you, like, okay, lash right now. Like, nobody's gonna do that. You have to do it yourself. That's why you just have to push yourself. Even days where you feel like you just don't want to do it, I'm telling you, just try and just push yourself, because you're gonna feel so accomplished when you see the clients coming in and the money being generated. Like, you're gonna feel so accomplished. Before, right, when I was very new to lashing, I kind of had the mindset where, like, I didn't want to sell anything unless it had like the best and the highest quality. That was my mindset before, right? But as I grew a little bit into like the lashing game, I realized that sometimes you just have to settle for good products, good quality products, because if you keep on waiting, you're missing out on potential money. Hello, mom. That was my mom, but what was I saying? Basically, if you keep on waiting till you're making like hella money to get like high, like freaking 5-star quality products, like let's say like Lash shampoo. If you keep on waiting till you make money for like top quality lash shampoo to sell to your clients, girl, I'm telling you, you're missing out on your bag. If you do your research, you'll see there's some affordable options that are still great quality. Basically, you're missing out on potential money you could have been making to generate towards those higher quality products. So like, let's say me, right? I used to think like, oh, I don't want to sell this, I don't want to sell that unless it's freaking bad and bougie, right? That was me before. But now I'm smart enough to know that if I just do my research and buy those okay quality products, will still get the job done amazingly. The money I can be making off of that product, I can be generating it towards the higher quality. So don't rob yourself out of your bag, girl. Like, don't rob yourself. Like, for instance, a client arrives 7 minutes late and you just started lashing. You're just new to the game. I know you want to be professional, but you don't necessarily, this is my opinion, you don't necessarily have to turn down that client and say, no, I cannot lash you, you're late. I know you want to stick by those policies, girl, but you have to remember you're new into the game. You want to be just a little bit more lenient until you have like hella back-to-back clients. Stand on your policies, like definitely implement those policies. But let's say if there's only one client in that day and you're off, you don't have like a daytime job, just take the client, girl. Like, I literally used to take clients even though they're an hour late, because I knew I can afford it, because that was my only client. Like, I had just started lashing. Literally, like, they woke up an hour late and I would shoot them a text like, hey, I understand, things might have came up. Just please, like, get back to me. If you're still gonna make it, otherwise I'm gonna leave. Like, I'm gonna go back home, because that was just my lashing location. I didn't live there. And then like they would see it, like maybe they just woke up and they would see like, oh, shoot, girl, are you still willing to take me? Like, I'm on my way. Like, you just have to communicate, because if you can afford to take them, girl, take them. Like, don't rob yourself from your own bag. Like, that's my biggest advice. Don't rob yourself from your own bag, girl. Like, if they're like fucking 15 minutes late and you can take them, just take them. And just give them like a verbal warning, like, hey, next time maybe can you set an alarm, you know, just let me know, like shoot me a text if you're gonna be late. Like, don't be scared to communicate with your client, because remember, you're the artist, you're the service provider, you set the policies. So tell them, hey, next time, you know, da 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 da, and they're gonna know. Up to now, I'm still very lenient with my clients, especially if they're regulars. Oh girl, I got you. You're gonna be late, I got you. If I, but then again, you know, to a certain extent, let's say if I did a set, right, and let's say like I'm done with one eye, I'll usually show them and I'll be like, do you like it so far? You know, do you want to make any changes? Just tell them I'm open to adjustments, I'm open to changes. Because me, I always tell them, I'd rather I make these changes before you walk out my door, or versus you leaving, then later on you see and you realize that you don't really like it. So I always tell them, like, I'm open to changes, like please let me know, like, do you like it, do you want to, you know, add more, do you want to take something out? And then boom, like you're literally on the same page, and the clients appreciate that so much versus just like showing them when you're completely done and just saying, oh, okay, we're done. I get shook sometimes, like sometimes what clients tell me, and it's not to bash other artists, but it's just to kind of like take that information and I kind of learn from it. Let's say like one client, just for example, she told me, oh my god, like, you know, thank you for really offering like to make some changes, because usually when I get it done, they just say, okay, you're done now, good to go. It was my first time doing her lashes. I really wanted to make sure we're on the same ground, and so she really appreciated that. So sometimes clients will tell you their concerns, you just have to listen. Like, you really just have to listen, girl. And like, if you like correct those concerns or like make them feel comfortable, they're gonna come back. Like, the proof is really in the work, girl. Like, the proof is in the work and retention. Okay, if the retention is bomb and application is proper, they're gonna come back to you, girl. I really liked to have that stable communication with my clients, just in case something happened and like, let's say like their lashes fell out so quickly, right? I would like them to message me and like tell me their concerns. I would love for them to contact me as soon as possible. Don't be scared to get those texts, because would you rather get those hey girl da 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 texts, or would you rather they just go and tell a bunch of people what just happened? Like, they paid X amount for their lashes to just fall off and not tell you. Don't be scared to get those texts, because that just means that they trust you enough to contact you and to tell you, hey, this happened, hey, that happened, what can we do? You want to, of course, correct your mistakes and try and like fix your retention issue, but like, it's a good thing in a way that they texted you versus going out and like telling a bunch of people that your work sucks. Because, you know, like, word of mouth is really like big. Word of mouth can really make you or break you. So you want to be able to call that client back into your space and kind of examine their lashes, see what happened, see if they pulled it, if it's singed from like a lighter or some flame. You want to ask them, did you go swimming? You know, did you wash your lashes after you worked out? Ask, you know, ask them, like, that's why you're examining it. And me, usually when that happens, I usually just give a free touch-up. I mean, to where you can afford it, you know. This is just what I did, and it really helped build that trust with my client, and they would come back. So yeah, so that's kind of like my testimony. Is like just having really good grounds with your clients for them to trust you, to like communicate with you. Remember, when I started, I had little to nothing, so don't be ashamed if you don't have like state-of-the-art equipment. As long as it's safe and you're being like real clean, as long as you have like a safe space to lay down, a safe bed, doesn't really have to be the massage table. Like, when I first started lashing, I was following, you know, I still am following like a bunch of artists, and like, actually I heard one artist say to kind of avoid those massage tables or like those lash beds, because it's really hard, and like clients that are pregnant, it's like a little bit unsafe for them, because if they're laying on their back for a really long time on a hard surface, correct me if I'm wrong, okay? I'm no doctor. This is just from my research. The baby is not really gonna have a good oxygen, like if the mom is laying on her back for a really long time on a hard surface. And some beds be hard as shit, like so hard. That's why I really took into consideration like my lashing bed. I used an actual bed my uncle had built for me, and he made it to where I can like adjust it if I ever needed to. So thankful for him. But he actually made my bed to where I can make it higher or lower. After that, I put on like this futon onto it, so it made it even softer. And my clients, they really love the bed. They would always say like, what the freak kind of bed is this? Like, it's really good. And I was just telling straight up, girl, it's just a normal bed. Like, but it's not the lash bed. It's not the lashing table. Again, don't be ashamed if like you cannot afford massage table bed or whatever, or if you cannot afford the big ring light or the moonlight. Like, don't be hard on yourself. Literally up till now, I have my little ass ring light like from the table here. It's like maybe this tall, and my sister got me it from Ross like a really long time ago, and I still have it up to now. I do use it, but then in this space, my new lash location, I like it because there's so much lighting. Literally like 1 2 3 4 5, like 5 different lights. As long as like you can see good, and then eventually you can invest in like a bigger ring light, a brighter light, or like the magnifying glasses. Basically that's like my story. Like I started off with like little to nothing, and I would just like display little things that I had, like my purses or whatever. I would kind of like display that to make it have like a more girly feel. That's me, and that's my story. The first year is always gonna be the hardest. Clients really appreciate when you make stuff for them, like hand make stuff for them. They really appreciate that. And overall your work, like when your work is good, you're gonna have bad lash days where like maybe retention's not that good, but you just have to tweak your settings. Maybe it's too humid, maybe it's not humid enough. Really try and fix your problems so that you don't have the same reoccurring. And then too, like if you're a budget baddie, like I bought a lot of my stuff from Temu, and I always put my clients onto it. I'm like, girl, Temu literally free shipping, like get on it. Just like I said, try and remain like as professional as possible. You know, don't react out of like anger, even though if like the client is wrong. Like don't react out of anger, just remain as professional as possible. If you need to, go over your policies with them, girl. If they are not on those same pages, you go over your policies. The way I did it was I made all my policies before making my lash page public. So I did a lot of research, and I kept my page private until I put like what I needed to say. And then that's when I made my page public, and I announced like, hey, I'm lashing now, because I wanted to make sure I have my policies set so that nothing bad happens. I try to avoid problems as much as possible, guys. If you're new to lashing, welcome. Even me, I'm new, so let's learn together. Or like I've been lashing for, it's gonna be a year in August. It's July right now, so to me that's still new. I took a small break because when I got my job now, my current job, I took a small break because it was getting like really overwhelming, because I also had like a closet on Instagram. So I just took a break from everything, and I was focusing on my job now. So now I'm getting into the groove of things, like taking clients. I just had a promo that was so crazy. Good luck on your journey. You're gonna do great. You're doing amazing, sweetie. If you're thinking about lashing, please get into it and go hard, girl. Like freaking work hard, like grind hard, because I'm telling you, it pays off. And like I said, everybody's growth is different. Growth looks different on everyone, so don't downplay yourself. Speak highly about yourself, speak life into yourself, and I'm telling you, you're gonna watch yourself flourish. You got this, babe. I'll see y'all in my next video.